Is it just me? Welcome to Is It Just Me, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about a very special little person that we love.
It's Lou.
It's his birthday today.
Oh my god, thank you.
And Lou's 27 going on 68.
Okay, thanks.
So
Okay.
old.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Lou's the oldest of the group, so
That's not even true. You're older than me.
he
Tell
acts
us how
like
you,
the grandpa of the group anyway. Grandma.
I act like the youngest. John is the oldest.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know who John is, but tell us how you're feeling about today, Lou.
Okay.
How does it feel to be 28?
I'm feeling a little hungover, a little bit.
What'd you do last
Kind
night?
of went in the paint last night. I didn't go deep in the paint.
Okay, just for anybody who doesn't know, what do you think? Can you describe that phrase that you just used?
So YOLO. So my birthday in Facebook was called YOLO in the paint, and so that basically means like you're in between getting faded or doing something, and then you just push to the limit. So you're like dunking in the paint. That's what I would describe it as. So I would say I didn't really go fully in the paint because someone bought me a drink and I said no, but maybe that's just being mature and being like, I'm not drinking that. I think that overall I'm hungover. I had a good time. There wasn't any awkwardness or anything, so I was happy. No basicness happened, so it's pretty chill. Also, a lot of my coworkers came, which was nice.
That's good.
And then also, I had a dinner beforehand, and that was good. It was dumplings, and I used to never eat dumplings. I'm from Ohio. I used to I don't fucking like
your
strange
diet
food.
your diet used to be spaghetti and chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
Yeah,
Chicken
pepperoni.
tenders.
Chicken tenders.
There's pepperoni and chicken tenders.
No, that's good.
I just wanted to ask Lou more about his night last night.
Okay,
What
yeah.
did you?
we roll. I roll up.
Let me ask you a question.
I get an Uber, and I'm like, yo, okay, I'm gonna get an Uber to the restaurant, cause I'm not taking, cause it's rainy as fuck in Seattle, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take an Uber. So I take an Uber. The guy's nice for the first while, and then I'm like, oh, it's my birthday, and we start talking about age, but then he becomes a creeper, and he talks about this very strange subject. Basically, he was like, to stay young, hit on younger people, but he was saying in an age that I was like, this is inappropriate. Where I was like, oh my god, you're creepy as fuck. So I gave my first 1 star to an Uber driver yesterday.
Oh no.
It was a monumental moment in my life.
Wow.
Only after my friends I arrived were like, you can't give that guy a 5 star or not complain. Then we go there and we're late. So we have the food and I'm kind of feeling it, but it was a 7 out of 10. You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest. I don't know. I feel maybe I was already hyped because I had eaten an hour and a half beforehand. I ate achoy and all these other things. We roll out. We're like, okay, we're leaving. We get to that place and there's lots of people. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be fucking a nightmare. And so it's a big brewery. And so these people are sitting where we're supposed to sit. So I'm very non-confrontational. And my friend Jackie, she was like, get the fuck out of here. But she knew one of the people that was sitting where we were at. Also, I think there's a really strange phenomenon when you have a birthday party or an event on Facebook. 30 people will respond being like, oh, I'll go. And then it'll be a quarter of that will actually show up.
Yeah, that's the thing about, I don't know, I wouldn't invite people on Facebook.
Well, I don't know. What, you would text them or what would you do?
You would just hang out with the main dudes or girls that you hang out with.
I don't know. I was just
I feel
this might be my last time in Seattle, so I'm just
Oh,
fuck it.
stop saying that. You're gonna stay there forever.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the real important stuff that everybody wants to hear about this, Lou. Did you find love last night? Did you?
Oh no. I did invite this person I liked to the party, but they were in LA, so.
Ooh, who's that?
Now they're gonna know who they are. if you're listening to this,
It was just someone
special.
I had bonded with, and I was just.
there's a very famous burgeoning podcaster that really wants your number. Well, I guess I have your number, but
My coworker who was really basic at the holiday party, and I take care of her. I was really concerned about her being really drunk again. I luckily she was not.
Remember, this is on the podcast.
this is public. Remember, this is gonna be public
I've
domain.
said that in front of her. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
okay, all right.
Yeah, so I didn't have to take care of her, which was nice. And also,
good.
everyone was being really nice. I had the Long Island for the first time.
No, you
Oh,
didn't.
You
No,
had
you
a Long-
didn't.
This is
You had
such
a
a
Long
lie.
Island in L.A., you liar.
I know, but that's the last time I had a Long Island.
So
That was
it's your
nuts.
second time.
Okay, wait. I gotta describe. So I used to love Long Island, but then where did we? We went to this bar in LA.
Lou's about to go on embark on a different adventure. That was not the first time Lou's had a Long Island.
Yeah.
As he's about to tell you, because we went to this bar. If you're in the LA area, you'll know the bar is Abbey or the Abbey. I think it's got a show on TLC now. It's a raucous gay bar, right? What they make up for, and what's the word, like acceptance, and they sort of lose in the quality of whatever the fuck we drank that night. Because it was I don't know. To me, like, it kind of just tasted like pure tequila with a little bit of ass in it. But how do you remember the taste of that concoction?
I
that
don't
tonic?
remember the taste. I just remember what it did to me afterwards.
I just remember it tasting like a really, really, really weird Coke, but it was
With a
painful.
bunch of alcohol in it.
Every
Shitload of tequila in it.
Yeah.
It was the worst drink I've ever had in my entire life. Like,
But-
every time I took a sip, I felt like I was dying.
It helped discover one of the most funnest games that we've ever created.
We actually had to create a drinking game so that we could get
To
through
finish
these
drinking
drinks.
it.
And it's only served to get us even drunker, like in the last few months. So
Yeah.
we'll go into that in a different episode, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking shit's lit. So I just went to like 2 bars and it was like chill. But there's like also people are like, I feel like on birthdays in general, people like, maybe it is wrong, but I think people are trying to smash. Okay,
Of
like, it's your
course.
birthday, people are trying to smash. Am I incorrect?
No, I mean, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said that.
They
to
write
my
songs
friends.
about that thing.
I said that to my friends in Scout. Everyone's like, I don't get it. But then I was like, I don't understand the whole dancing thing at clubs. Because, like, it's basically just to attract another person. Like, because
No,
you're
it's
trying
not.
to smash.
That's not always. I mean, you could be on a lot
Dancing
of
is-
Molly.
Dancing is to
For that,
express
too.
yourself in a different form
Well,
that's
it's
not.
like if you're going dancing, you're basically, like, doing a mating call.
Not me.
Well, mine is failing.
Mine is
Well,
not.
no, it's just
Usually, my best assets are when I'm not dancing. Actually, like, that's my best look.
You just dance to just like have fun.
maybe we should should we talk about dancing for a sec? I think we should talk about dancing for a
Sure.
second.
Yes.
Sure.
Dance-
When is the appropriate time to publicly dance, and how drunk do you have to be to dance?
I think dancing is really fun to do when you're with like a bunch of people who are already drunk and don't really care what they look like, and aren't exactly there to attract other people
Caw-caw.
sexually.
No
But
peacocking.
yeah. But I mean, like, as far as like being that guy who just like jumps in onto the dance floor by himself in the pool of people and like expects to get anything out of that other than made fun of, that's not me.
So you don't like dancing?
I love dancing. No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do love dancing, but like with friends. I mean, I get
Oh
really
yes, of course.
I get self-conscious about it when I'm by myself.
Oh,
Also-
no,
Because
of course.
you dance like a dad.
Well, I do, and that's the thing, and I've discovered that recently too, because there's like a gay bar here in town where I
You're
live.
gay?
Oh, what? I know. Yeah, they do this thing where, like, I guess to make the dance floor look bigger, they have one wall covered in mirrors,
Oh God.
which means it's cool because it does have that effect, and it kind of doubles the amount of people that it appears to have in the club at one time. But what it also does is lets you see every little dance move that you've ever done, and like just like really
Just watch the mirror. the
really
whole
come to
time.
Jesus about how bad of a dancer you are. I like
But no one
sometimes
cares.
sometimes when I feel like I'm doing really well, I look in the mirror and it's not that. I don't.
Try and have like somebody, like when you're super drunk, have someone record you, and then that's when you realize you're a bad dancer. Because I feel like every time I go out, I want to get drunk and I dance, so I get drunk. But then like you think you're like shaking it really well, like I'm moving like, I don't know, Shakira or whatever, but I'm moving like I'm Gumby.
Shakira's
Gumbo.
grandma.
Yeah. I should like have a cane. That's when you know you're bad. But
I feel like dancing is weird because, like, if you have someone that you like, or you have a friend that's like really good at dancing, and you dance next to them, it just makes you look like a noob.
You're talking about Kuhane.
yeah.
He's talking about Kuhane.
I was talking about someone else. But
He's
yeah.
talking about you, Sean.
Oh,
Can't
thanks,
test
Lou.
those moves.
Yeah.
No, Sean is he's a little bit better than me.
Grandpa, a little bit better. Thanks, Lou.
I do like the introspective, like with my hand. I dance like at an EDM concert because I feel like every time I dance, I sound like I'm trying to close the world off because I don't want anyone to come up and try to like come up to me because
I feel
like
like
I
we
feel
all
like
have-
it's like an awkward thing.
We all have our own distinct dance styles. Like Lou has
Yeah,
like
well,
the
you
EDM
use your arms
thing.
and go back and forth, don't you?
Yeah, do like the. Well, I
Yeah,
can't see
and then
it.
Sean
but-
goes like this.
Sean does a
Sean
dip.
he does like
does a-
I would call it
The
what is it
shuffle.
called? A trade.
He doesn't lift his feet off the ground because he doesn't want to trip and fall.
No,
Oh wow, that's not
your
good.
balance gets really bad the older you get. So
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's just like you do what feels right.
Dance like no one's watching.
So like the way that went verbally just now is kind of like physically. It's a good metaphor for how I dance. You know, it just all goes to shit at one point.
Oh my god.
But we're all
I would
queens in our
say
own right.
that it really. I feel like there's a lot of like weird, like instances of dancing. It depends how many people are there, and then there's like multiple variables like we talked
Yes.
about. But I really think it depends on the people that are dancing, because everyone has a crew that they go with usually. So it's like how many crews are on the dance floor. A good example of when this was an absolute failure is when we were in Savannah, and we went to that one bar, and then we were dancing, and then like these young kids were they were doing drugs in the bathroom.
What are you talking about? What club?
But yeah, where?
Something so vague. You gotta name this bar. Name these.
I don't
kids.
know the bar. I was tipsy.
Oh
I don't
god.
remember. It was in the corner, and we got kicked out because like we wouldn't buy any drinks.
Oh
that
yeah,
was,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Rocco.
The new hang fire.
R.I.P. Hank Fire 2017.
What?
Represent till the day we die. Okay, so like it really the space is big, and there's like 3 crews there, right? So there's us,
3 rival
another
gangs.
crew, and then these kids, and then people at this bar, and like so it's like it wasn't the space made it more awkward to dance because there's so much emptiness.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus like it being closed, much smaller, and people dancing.
I'm not dancing if there's like a crowd of people around me who are also dancing. Like, there's no point in dancing if you're the only dancer.
I will say, I've having worked at a club / bar before, like I have seen people who have the opposite opinion as you. Who, like, are really just unafraid to go out, and you know, like they've got the shirt comes off, like the harness is on, and they're fucking going crazy with
It's a strip club.
no, it's a gay bar, you know, like
Sean actually works at a strip club.
no, and they got like the little there's one guy that always used to come in like by himself. The dance floor was completely empty. He'd just come in with those little neons, like glow sticks on strings, and he'd swing them around. He had like a whole routine going. He just was feeling himself and nobody else, and it was like it's very inspiring to watch. Kind of weird too.
Yeah, it's also like, do you have a drink in your hand or do you don't have a drink in your hand? There's like this
Always
whole,
have a
like,
drink
play
in your
of-
hand so
Oh,
people know you're
okay.
actually drunk.
Yeah, although I
don't
will
know, 'cause,
say,
what
like
if you finish it? Like you're done for the night, but you finish the drink, so you awkwardly put it back and like not have anything in your hand, or you keep
You hold
it.
that cup until you're off the dance floor.
I will say though, it was when you do get to like if it works, like you know, the off chance that you being alone at like a club or bar works, and somebody's like, yeah, I want to dance with you, which has happened to me every once in a while.
Oh, humble brag.
No, I mean like when I say every, I mean like
Man,
once.
I'm just so
I actually
cute
mean
that,
just
like,
once.
people come up to me all the time.
Anyway,
I'm so popular. Look at me. I'm a golden boy.
when it was happening, like we were both holding a drink, and it was really awkward. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh well, that's because you're trying to get close and trying to like.
yeah, I
smash.
mean it's like holding a drink is not super conducive to the bump and grind. You know. Also, the bump and grind itself is it's a weird
Were
thing.
you in the 1950s? That's the 1980s. Never mind. Sorry.
What are you talking?
I don't know.
Wrong time period.
Wrong
Get
time period.
your shade right, Lou. Make sure your shade
I had a
is
huge
chronologically
lecture.
correct.
I had a lecture from my coworker about
You're still
like, me
drunk,
using
it's
the word
okay.
shade too much and being wrong. The ways I'm using it.
You kind of are. I think.
Yeah.
Dancing. It's a multifaceted thing. Edit that out.
We're all pretty good at it.
We're all super good at it. If we
No,
ever have if this ever
no.
gets big enough to have a live show, we'll all do a dance.
No.
Oh
no,
yes.
No.
No, seriously, I feel like
I do
people
not
should
like
see us
dancing.
talking.
I look like an awkward cat. I'm like it's like lasers are pointed at me and I'm like fighting off lasers.
Very good.
Oh,
Very
you know,
melody.
actually, it's hard to explain that over the air, but yeah, that makes total sense. Like having
Pew, 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 pew,
having
pew,
watched Lou dance, that
And
actually,
people literally stop in their tracks and just watch you.
pew.
yeah.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah, they do. It's very entertaining.
No. Wow. They're like, oh, this kid, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
You're kind of like the glow stick guy, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody's
What would-
fascinated by your lack of giving a fuck. So, did you dance on your birthday, Lou?
No, I did not. I specifically didn't want to dance because I wasn't trying to smash.
I don't get that. Why do you think dance and smashing is...
I was gonna say it never works out that
Combined.
way for me.
Because like for me, I'm like, oh, people go to the club to get drunk and try to meet someone.
Yeah.
And so also like dancing, you're like trying to put your moves out there, being like, you're like, oh, I'm showing my attractiveness level by like showing off like my dancingness.
Yeah, but don't you?
Sean just gulped. He's like, nope.
I'm just saying. I mean, so, like that works for people who are good at dancing, but like for the rest of us, fools,
Yeah, but you
normal
have like
people.
so you're like you see that awkward person over there, like oh that's kind of interesting. That person's so awkward, and you're like, and then you like try to smash. So it doesn't have to be just for good people at dancing, Sean.
Oh, I'm
'Cause
just. That's what we're
'cause
saying.
If you think about it,
Dancing is your mating
there's like
call.
a lot of attractive people can dance, right? But there's also a lot of mediocre people who can dance really well.
What's a mediocre person? Define mediocre
You know what I
person.
mean? I'm talking about like attractiveness level.
Okay.
Okay. Let's like give us a number value on that then. Attractiveness level.
Like a 5 to 6, like a 4 to 6, like for
Okay.
attractiveness level.
Everyone has a base preference.
Yeah. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, exactly. And some people are more particular than others.
So how'd you end your night, Lou?
So this is I could be honest or I could lie right now. I'm gonna be slightly honest. So I'm like everyone's like okay we're leaving blah 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 and I was like okay cool and I go home. No, I just go to bed. I take like as soon as I get in the door I drop my overalls and I take everything off and I go to bed and then I'm like
Naked?
listening to this Taylor Swift song and then I was like reflecting upon my life and I had a couple tears of like self-reflecting of my life. Why are you picking your nose?
I'm not picking my
They
nose.
can't see him.
I know, but it just has to be said because it wasn't even like a little bit. It was like you were going for it.
No, it wasn't.
You were like this.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, this is gonna be cut.
No,
It was.
This should
It was
definitely
clearly
be
on the side of my
No,
nose.
you were like this. You were
I
like
was
looking
not.
For gold. Like if you were for the lottery, you would have gotten a gold.
Okay, well, it's
Order.
Lou's always wrong. So
Yeah.
That's not
I
true.
wasn't.
I'm usually right. Anyways,
so
but
it's the guy who's
basically,
always
I had a
wrong.
self-reflecting moment of being like, man, everyone usually goes home to somebody. Maybe I should try to do that now.
Lou, you always do that.
I know.
Lou's
but
rants
I was,
always end in like relationship. But I did
I
say, like,
know. I was just being delicious.
I mean,
I think
it's
I drunk
okay.
texted you. I don't remember
Yeah.
though. Apparently, I Snapchat me singing Taylor Swift when I was walking home, which I don't have any recollection of doing.
What song did you sing?
I don't remember. I think it was Never Getting Back Together.
most likely you love that song.
Okay, Lou's rant of the week. Let's go. Okay, Taylor, if you're hearing this,
Lou, we're talking
really
about
disappointed in
birthdays.
you.
Do not.
no,
do not-
this is
do
this
not.
is
You're
important.
breaking-
This is
you're
important,
breaking
Joel.
the thing.
This supersedes that. Okay, Taylor Swift. You know, I used
Hater
to
or
love
lover?
her. I used to
Lover,
love
hater.
her. You know, I used to be her #1 fan. I went to a concert. There's the Sea Little Girls. I was 16 with my best friend, and I'll never forget. She had this thing where she went above the concert, where she was like going left to right to see all the fans, and she fucking pointed at me because I was the only fucking guy in like 5 rows or whatever. She pointed directly at me and looked me in my eyes, and and then I like had a Gay Boy Fresh moment where I was like, oh my god. And I was like, oh
Straight
my
people could
god,
do
you're
that too.
so... I was like, this is a beautiful moment. So Taylor and I have had a lot of great moments, you know, through the years. But recently, you know, it's just not the same because, you know, she became really basic. And I
She
think that she
became
was
really
always
basic.
basic. And I didn't even know it.
Did you call her about it? I think you guys should talk about it.
I mean, I tweeted her, so, like, you know. It's
What did
like,
you tweet
"Your
her?
album's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, she was supposed to make a country album this one to redeem herself for being so basic. But then she just went full basicness. Like, what the fuck is that shit? What the fuck is that new song? Like, the music video was, like, complete garbage. There's, like, 4 lines about nothingness. There's a couple songs that are okay. There's Delicate out of 10 or 12. You know, it's terrible. Anyways, there's my rant of the week. But Taylor, I'm just so sad. I'm just so sad
kinda
because
like
she used to all
Taylor
day
now.
about love and purity, and now I feel like she's just a basic rich person.
But she
Basic
has
white rich
meaningful
person.
songs.
She used to.
She still does.
No. There's one song that she plays on a piano on the new one that's like incredible. Let me look. I gotta
New
look
Year's
it up.
Day.
Yeah, New Year's Day. Oh my god, that song. I listened to it on New Year's. I cried. It was so beautiful. But
Oh,
everything
love
else
memory.
is complete shit. And their music videos, like, come on. I do like Endgame though. Endgame, like I like the vibe, but then they adding Ed Sheeran out of nowhere. I know they're bros, but it didn't make sense. What are your opinions?
Well,
Sean has an opinion.
I don't know if I do actually. That's the thing.
It's okay.
This is a yes or no subject. Are you gonna love it or list it?
It's a
like,
boot.
I am listing the shit out of it. That is 4 clothes. We need to get the fuck out of here. Anyways.
It's a boot for me. Toot or boot. You know, I'm booting, I'm not tooting.
Like kicking it out.
You know, here's the thing. I used to like Taylor Swift for like nostalgic reasons. I think when we all lived together, it was fun to listen to, and like the songs were catchy, and I like country, so it worked for me early on. I think she's just kind of done this whole pop thing in the last like 5 or 6 years that just doesn't appeal to me at all.
It should be noted that Sean loves country music, and he's a big Shania Twain fan.
Come on, Boots.
But I mean, you know, like I don't know. I think the Taylor Swift thing, that's your thing, you know. You love her. I don't think I ever loved her.
I did love her. We broke up though.
I think that's why you're experiencing such strong emotions right now, is because it's like a breakup.
You don't know how to feel.
You did love her, but now you don't.
I did love her. So Joel, do you love or list Taylor Swift?
I love Taylor Swift.
You're gonna love
well,
it.
I love it.
Oh.
There's just a few songs where they're just like they tear my heartstrings, and I would listen to those 24/7. Or when
in the new album.
In the new album and the last one, the 19.
The new album is
whatever. She's good, guys. She's good.
What
y'all
attributes do
just
you
hate
like about the new album?
Basic.
What about the new album is acceptable to you?
The songs, New Year's Day, Delicate, because it has a good beat. Endgame.
Yeah, I love
okay, but
Endgame
can I
Big Reputation.
I gotta say,
Big Reputation.
I gotta hop in here. Is having a good beat, is that like really what we're basing like quality on now? Is that what it is?
Yes,
like
something I could
the
sing
song's
to.
good because it has a good beat,
Sometimes.
even though there's like no sort of lyrical complexity to it, or you know,
That's
she's
why
not
I
even
don't like the album.
she's not even really
Lyrics
that great.
are
It's a hit or miss.
basic.
It's a hit or miss for every type of song. You can have a good beat, and that's all you can have, or you can have lyrics, and that's all you can have, or you can have both.
You can have both.
Yeah,
Or you can have all three. I mean, there are songs out there with all three of them.
Yeah.
Joel's
But
like, no, I have to be able to dance to this song.
dance or cry. That's all that matters. If you can dance or cry to it, it's a good song.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
What about Cats? Joel, do you love or list Cats?
I actually
we're
fell
back
in love
on
with,
Cats.
I actually fell in love with a cat this weekend. Cause
Ooh.
just
Is it the
this
first
cat,
time you fall in love with a cat?
Yes, Jessica's cat is named Cleo, and it's like this fat little
I know,
munchkin.
it's very cute.
And it just like I would lay on the couch and just lay in my lap, or like lying on the bed, it slept on me, and it doesn't smell,
Aw.
and it gives me like love bite.
Joel,
fell in
that's why
love.
Joel likes the cat. It gives a love bite tonight.
Public service announcement for any future boys Joel might have is into biting.
Yeah.
And cat. No comment.
Oh
no
my
comment. How do we jump from
Didn't-
cats to songs? Songs to cats.
I don't know. Taylor Swift is kind of
Go
like
with the
she reminds me a
flow.
little bit of a cat.
She is a cat.
So I guess
Yeah.
So birthdays. What was the best birthday you've ever had?
I could say because it was just recent.
Oh yeah.
That was the best birthday. I turned 21 back in February. I'm an Aquarius, and I'm on the Pisces cusp. If anybody's interested, so I'm very emotional, and I'm like I go with the wind. Anyway, so it was season 8 of the Tanex crew, and Sean, Lou, Jessica, Phoebe, Kuhane were in Savannah.
To fill in what Joel's saying, because probably that didn't make sense to anybody, our freshman dorm was a place called Turner Annex, so we've shortened it to Tanex, which is
This
where we
isn't SCAD.
basically all met each other. We figured now it's eight or so years.
It's been 5 for some of us. Remember that.
Okay, fine. But we three, it's been 8 years.
Oh my god, it's so long.
I'm
So
crying.
long. So
Anyway.
ergo, we're in season 8 of the Tanex crew.
Yeah, everyone was there, and we decided to have a picnic in Forsyth Park on a sunny day. And
It wasn't
It
really
was-
sunny. Really gray and really cold.
Yeah,
it was sunny in my heart.
Oh, that's so nice.
So Sean is like the dad he is. He had like a cutting board, and we went to our local Kroger's, and we bought a bunch
Sponsored
of
by
like
Kroger.
charcuterie stuff, and we had a picnic, a very gay picnic in Forsyth Park. It came like full circle because I got to hang out with all my friends that I made in freshman year, and very
And
sentimental
speak-
moment.
Speaking of gay things that it was, or the gay sort of picnic that it was, didn't Anthony from Queer Eye like your
Yes,
your Instagram post?
for a thirst trap of food. I tagged Anthony from Queer Eye. If you're listening, I tagged you on purpose, and he liked my Instagram post. So that was the best birthday ever.
I feel like birthdays are kind of like New Year's Eves because they can
Sometimes.
go like you have all these expectations, and sometimes they can go really good or they can go really bad.
Very true.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like every time it's like a birthday or New Year's or whatever, I don't psych myself up. Like whatever happens, happens.
I used to psych myself up for New Year's every time. This
New
year I did
Year's.
not, and it was very. I actually enjoyed myself.
I used to psych myself up for birthdays a lot when I was a kid. Like I was I was like one of those kids that couldn't sleep the night before his birthday.
Aw.
Oh. And no one would remember it.
No,
on the actual day.
actually, that did happen to me one time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. So it was pretty fun. So the people who usually call me on my birthday, like family wise, or my mom and my grandparents. Like there's one year where I was out with my friends. You know, like we did a thing. It was like it was getting around like 9 o'clock at night, and like I hadn't gotten a single call from anybody on my family. And so like I kind of just stepped away, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll call him anyway. And I called my mom. She's like, hello, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? She's like, I'm all right. What are you up to? Or what's going on with you? Like so casual, like no idea. And I was like, oh, we're just out for my birthday. And she's like, holy shit. She's
Really?
Like, she's like, fuck. The same thing happened with my grandparents. They're like, what's like a grandpa answers the phone. He's like, hey, Sean, how's it going? And I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, so what'd you call for? Nothing.
Just
my
reminding
birthday.
you it's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
That's so sad. Wait, what age was this?
I think it was I want to say it was 22, maybe 23.
Oh my
like,
god.
one of those.
Well, after you're 21, nobody really cares about
Yeah, I mean, like, who
birthdays,
cares? But
because it's just the countdown to
it
your
was,
death.
I just thought it was funny.
Oh my god, don't say that. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
Joel's. This is the guy that says like, you're gonna die when you're 50, right? Because there's no point.
There's no point.
Oh my god. Sean, what was your happiest birthday?
It's hard to say. I don't know. I like.
It's hard to say you had that many good birthdays.
No. It's just like. I guess my like I would say like probably my most fun birthday was my 21st, or like just the one that is most memorable, and then not memorable at all. Like we went to Ybor City in Tampa. It was just like it was like a drunk night out, and it was like kind of one of my first ones, so it was really fun. And we went to Coyote Ugly's, and I think I took a body shot off of a girl, which was weird for me. It's like that was like a new thing.
Spicy. Did you guys kiss?
Nah. I mean, she was a Coyote Ugly employee, so like it was like her thing to do the body shot with the most minimal amount of human contact possible. Which I was okay with in this case. Like it was great. It was fine for me too. And we went to a bar there called the Honey Pot, which is a gay bar. They have like this elevated catwalk that you can get up and dance on. And so like my friend Amanda was with me at the time. We were just like kind of stupid dancing as we were talking about. Apparently, as we were dancing, somebody had caught us like in their gaze and started walking over. And it's like this like shirtless, super twinky, like he looked very young. Like this looked like a shirtless child coming at me.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I mean, and he was like, and he had his walk, like he had his sachet going, like he was strutting towards me, and I'm like, I'm like, I was too drunk at this point to even like comprehend how I was gonna handle it. Making eye contact with me, about to like come to me, and then just up and turns like so fast, like at like a 90-degree angle, and like smashes right into my friend Amanda and just starts like twerking on her. And it's like just her face was just like sheer awe and like shock and like what do I do? What's happening right now?
Smack it on the butt.
So I was like, I mean, like just a lot of really good experiences from that birthday. My messy night out was my favorite because it was a good time. Do you like surprise parties, Lou? Is that like something you'd be into ever?
Oh man, I would be totally down.
Okay.
We had for my birthday.
Surprise!
Oh my god, you're here.
We're here.
My coworkers took me out on Friday or for lunch or whatever, and like they surprised me with a restaurant, which was nice.
That's
Oh,
cute.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the restaurant was, so I closed my eyes.
I kind of
But then
never.
The thing is, I think the place gave me food poisoning.
Lou.
Well,
Yesterday I was like sick.
Did you throw up?
Did you
No, I
poop?
just had a really bad headache, and then I also was like, I just felt like I was nauseous.
Well,
Or it was it was this vegan ice cream I had, because I don't know, I'm not trying to throw shade at vegan stuff, but like I don't know if it was the ice cream. I feel like either that made me sick or the other thing made me sick.
I feel like there's nothing in vegan ice cream that could make you sick.
There's like
But-
chemicals to make it ice creamy, right? Like the mixtures.
No, you can just use like coconut milk.
Okay, Sean, whatever. I
Anyway,
think it might be the ice cream.
what I was getting
I
at
don't
with that
think
was
I
I,
need the ice cream again.
I don't think I understand people who are like, ew, I hate surprise parties. Like,
Oh, yeah, I know.
don't do that. Don't do it to me. You know, like, get over yourself. You know, like your friends are trying to put some production into your birthday. Like, I think you should be happy to just have people.
People
that care
want to
about
do that.
Yeah,
That's the spiciest thing ever.
Yeah. You can
People
tell.
who
Can you
shit
tell
out
we've all
the
been spurned by surprise parties?
I'm gonna love it.
I'm gonna love surprise parties. Too.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I just like
I
like surprises
You
in
just have
general.
to
I
be
just
a
like
terrible-
seeing the person you're surprising, their emotional, like their face. I like
yeah.
getting their reactions.
I like making people cry.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
like,
love making people cry.
It's
whole
the
point of
whole like
living.
sort of method that the new season of Queer Eye kind of relies on. Is just like manipulating people into crying. It's really annoying. Don't tell me what to do, TV. Don't tell me how to feel.
I feel like
Let's get
the
into
show-
it.
What's your feelings?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it though. I came to like the new season of Queer Eye. I didn't like after the first episode didn't sell me though. I was very weary about it. But the next the rest of the season did it. Like it kind of rallied a little bit. But I still like go into it knowing that this is like a sappy reality television. You know what I mean? It's like it's nothing different than what we got. I do love it though. I love it.
I went into it thinking that it was going to be like a bunch of sassy gay people telling straight guys what to do.
Which I kind of miss about the old one.
I never watched the old one. That thing.
That was the old one.
Oh, it was just a bunch of. I don't know. It caught me off guard. So I was like, oh my god. So this makes me cry. I'm gonna keep watching it because I love to cry. That's my Pisces cuss.
Oh my god.
Now I'm gonna cry. Well, how do you feel about it, Lou? Like, get into it.
Yeah,
Tell us.
you brought it up.
I think that I like it. I guess I just like the one episode where that guy's a comedian, and
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
hated
he's
that
so.
episode.
I didn't like that one because I was like, I was like, God, I'm like, clearly he's like not very funny.
Yeah, that
They
was.
tried to make him. Then they tried to make him look funnier than he was. They really forced it, like by the editing and like also like encouraging him to try to be funny. Like if you're a comedian, you can do like one-liners like a motherfucker, but this guy was like,
Well, he was just.
I know I'm
starting out,
throwing,
too.
I know I'm throwing shade right now, but seriously.
I kind of feel like that was the episode where they phoned it in a little bit, like the Fab Five. They're
Yeah.
just like, there's really not much hope for this guy. Let's just.
Yeah.
They tried
Well, he
their
like
best.
lived in his parents' basement, and then they went to IKEA. They're like, "Hey, you can go to IKEA to like make your life like less weird."
And we all know how Lou feels about IKEA.
Oh god, he
oh
loves
yeah.
it.
I wonder if that guy feels the same way about IKEA. Maybe you guys should collaborate on a stand-up special about that, just about IKEA.
I would kill his. Like, I would have like such a better
Damn.
monologue than he would.
Okay,
Sorry, competitiveness. I don't know why.
that guy, whatever your name was, the straight guy on that episode of Queer Eye, Lou's ready for it. If you're down for an open mic comp, Lou's got you, and we'll host it right here on the podcast because we need special guests now. We need to get celebrity guests.
So, ice cream. Do you get ice cream and cake? What type of cake do you want? What is the cake situation on your birthday?
No, listen, I got this. Okay, I'm sorry, Joel. I don't want to I'm gonna let you finish. But so I'm a big fan of spending mindless hours on the explore section of Instagram. You know what I mean? Like just scrolling through content.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's nothing I'm proud of, but I do it. And one of my favorite things to look at is cake making videos or like cake decorating videos because they're very soothing. You know. And I want to say my biggest pet peeve with those fucking videos is when somebody makes a perfectly good, delicious looking cake and they just cover the shit out of it with fondant. Okay? I hate fondant. Nobody likes fondant.
It's a fancy
It's that
icing,
shit that
right?
it's like they roll it out and they just drape it over cakes to
Oh,
get
yes,
smooth edges
no.
and sculpt shit with it.
The best
But
cake is no icing.
it's not palatable. It's not good.
No. That's wrong.
You think fondant's good?
No. He said no icing at all. That's
No.
not the case.
I mean, you put a layer of buttercream
Sure.
under the fondant, but it's still like not enough. Like what's
never
really
had
impressive is when you can do some cool shit with buttercream and the cake tastes good. The cake still tastes like a cake. So
Yeah, not just
you know what?
sugar balls.
That's my rant about fondant. I hate it. I skip those videos the second I see somebody draping fondant over a cake. It makes me angry.
What makes you? So is it the flavor, or is it the way it makes cakes look?
That's the thing. I mean, I think people use it because it makes cakes look good, but I just know like it doesn't taste good. And the point, like the primary function of a cake should be to taste good because it's a fucking cake. You can still do some really cool stuff with actual icing. You know, you don't have to put 10,000 layers of fondant and then you know the other thing they do is they sculpt shit out with the Rice Krispie treats. Who fucking wants a Rice Krispie treat on a cake? And no offense, Joel, I know that was your
I
cake.
love my Rice Krispies. Don't be hated.
So to fill in the blank here a little bit, like for that beautiful happy birthday moment that Joel had,
He
we
hated
literally
it.
just we had an industrial sized Rice Krispie treat as the cake.
That my mom got. It was so fucking huge.
Shout out to
This
the
thing was-
It
best
was
there.
literally like 2 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, it was.
felt like.
It's the biggest
So
Rice
much
Krispie treat.
marshmallow and sugar.
It was so weird.
So good.
So anyway, that's my rant
Sean
for
hates
this
fondant.
episode. I fucking hate fondant.
I've never had
Fuck you,
fondant. I
all
don't
you
get it.
people. Try the buttercream. Like try doing some cool stuff with that. The cake's gonna taste better. People are gonna be happy. Your Instagram video might not look as cool, but you know what? Fuck that. Any aspiring cake makers? I know that I'm not doing anywhere near the amount of work that you are, but I'm gonna
Fuck
say,
you.
like,
Fuck.
don't get rid of the fondant. People don't want the fondant. Okay.
That's
No more
Sean.
fondant.
Sean's problem with fondant.
So if you get a message from a guy named Sean Regular Loose into your DMs, you know what he's been exploring. Because you're always on the explore section on Instagram, Sean. You
Well,
slide
I mean,
from a lot
listen,
of
like
DMs.
I'm gonna say it, like it's not just cake videos. I mean, it's a lot of like this will be a fun game. This will be a fun game. Everybody should open up Instagram and tell us, describe the first 3 images that pop up on your explore
Oh
section.
my god, that's embarrassing.
No,
Wait,
yeah,
on your
exactly. That's the
Explore?
best. Yeah.
Wait, okay.
The first 3. Okay, so I have a really cute guy. He's at Coachella. And then I have Haim the band. And then Kylie's reaction when she found out that Chloe was pregnant.
Okay.
Oh my god, so basic.
I've got. So for some reason, I've got a picture of Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. I don't know where that came from.
Ooh,
That's kind of a
that's
one-off.
Sean's types, everybody.
But the next 2 are very much. There's a like a cake assembly video, obviously. It says picked for you ice cream.
Are
So
you
it really
making a
blacklist?
it
Mine's
knows
a
me,
cat. Oh my god, you guys gotta look at this.
it knows me pretty well. Great for everybody.
Mine
that
is a cat getting it looks like it's getting makeup done to it, but it's not. It's just a brush.
Oh, it's
And then I also have
Lou, you
some
interrupted me.
designing thing. And then I also have this random Asian food. And then I have this like cosplay of like who's that guy?
I wasn't done.
You said like 6 images. You said
still
like
doesn't
6
think
of them,
that-
so I was like, okay, you're done.
No, I didn't. I said 1.
No, you said like 6.
I said 2 actually.
No, you said like 6.
Sean
Bitch, please.
continue.
Come on.
Anyway, my last image.
I might as well finish because I'm almost done. Anyways, so,
You literally just said 6 images.
no, I said 3. I'm about to go my 4th and final one.
We're only
Anyways,
supposed to
you
do
live-
3.
What reality do you live in? Like where do you...
It's his birthday, Sean. It's his birthday.
Fine, birthday girl gets 6 images.
I have 4. And plus, you said 6. Anyways, I think I have a picture of Tommy Boy and then this girl that's like in makeup that looks like a zombie.
That's very interesting.
No, the cat one's the funniest one because it's like a big cat. And then
Sean,
there's like,
did you finish?
If there's a piece of paper, yeah, Sean has a
I have
with
the
his
speaking
with his
dolphin.
8th image.
You're gonna feel real silly when we play this back. My 3rd image is
7th.
aside from Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller, a cake making video. I've also got a yoga man who appears to be doing the splits over the crease in a mountain.
Ooh, that's diverse.
He's very attractive. But that's sort of another thing. Like, do you guys ever those yoga videos that come up, like people doing yoga in random spots?
I don't like that.
Well, that's probably because you're probably liking those photos.
Like, do you think they do this in their regular life? You know what I mean? Like, this guy he's literally like doing like a split, half naked on like a cliff face with this sprawling like sort of mountain valley behind him.
Sean, it's for the gram.
It
Yeah,
is.
I mean that's what I'm
It's
saying.
always
It's
for the gram. People
like,
didn't start doing public stuff like that until social media or like
They
you don't
they
do-
did photos.
YouTube. or
You don't do
whatever.
yoga like that. I mean,
No.
like, like who's like, ooh, look at this rock. I'm gonna start practicing my yoga here today.
Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Thanks, Mark. What's your favorite flavor, Joel?
I mean, there's only like 2 flavors, aren't there?
No, what?
What?
Come on.
Basic.
Do you even watch the Great British Baking Show?
No. I only know chocolate vanilla and then ice cream cake.
What is Chugga Vanilla?
It's that thing. No, just joking. It's chocolate vanilla. Chocolate vanilla. I go for a good chocolate cake any day.
My favorite flavor is Boston cream pie, or
Let's talk
That's a
about
pie.
Lou
That's
now.
a pie. That's a
Let's
pie,
talk
not a
about
cake.
Lou
it's not a
now.
pie. It's an ice cream thingy. It's like it's really good. And then I always go chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream.
I'm sorry.
Any other combo is terrible.
Lou, do you like cupcakes?
I fucking hate cupcakes. We're on this subject. Dude, I don't know if I already talked about this on the podcast.
Wait.
I fucking hate cupcakes.
Why do you hate
cupcakes?
cupcakes?
Are like shitty versions of cakes. Like, what the fuck was people... what are people thinking? The icing's shittier. The consistency is usually garbage.
It's the
This
same
is like
batter.
complete horseshit. And then you can't even eat ice cream with it because the portion of ice cream to the cake is awful. And then also, the decorations. What are the decorations? This is complete horseshit. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's way worse than fondant. It's like, at that point, just make fucking cookies. Make brownies. Like, it's way better. The quality and consistency, it makes you feel fuller. Cupcakes, garbage, throw it out. List that shit out of it. Get it out in 2018.
What? I can't even look at you right now. What?
Lou's
Lou,
favorite things.
The reason they're called cupcakes is because they are cakes.
They're
put in
somewhat
cups.
mobile.
It's the same batter. It's the same icing.
Just a different
It's
It's
form.
the same. It's the
There's
same
no
portion
way.
of a cake you're
There-
gonna eat with the ice cream, or just
There's
adjust the
absolutely
portion of
no
ice
way
cream.
I
I don't know.
believe that. There's absolutely no way because the consistency of the flavors are always garbage, and whatever icing they put on is usually shit.
How
There's only
many
one
cupcakes have you
place that has
had?
like an okay place, and it's called Cupcake Royale, and it's like got this one that's like okay
Is that in
because it has a good
Columbus?
flavoring. But every other cupcake in my entire life has been complete garbage. When I say someone bring cupcakes to a bake sale, I'm like, well, you might as well just dump them in the trash because that's not gonna get you any money.
Lou, I gotta disagree with you on that.
agree.
Like it's the same thing.
No.
It's just a cup. It's a
I
cake
like
in a
cupcakes
cup.
better because you could just put it in your mouth.
I mean, I don't have a preference really. I think they're both great.
You guys
It's,
have to be crazy.
But anyway.
that's absolutely nuts. How are they the same? The quality is so much worse.
What-
Have you ever had one good cupcake?
Yes,
Like,
I've had several.
legitimately.
They
I
all-
just I can't even believe that's true.
I mean, the quality varies from maker of cakes.
It's usually like shit, and then there's like one good one. My entire life.
Well, don't-
never.
stop-
Even my mom, who's a god cook, she made cupcakes. I'm like, oh, why? I'm like, why are you even doing this? It's not even worth it. Like if someone surprised me with cupcakes on my birthday, I'd be like, oh, thanks. I'd be like, you might as well just
We're
give
getting
me
Lou
a cat.
cupcakes for his
Yeah.
birthday next year.
Next year.
100%.
No, don't do that.
What we should actually do is we should make a bunch of cupcakes, but then like ice over them, like put them in a circle, and then make it look like an actual cake.
Yeah, and then
And then like when Luke cuts into it, he'll be so surprised. It'll fulfill our surprise
good
birthday
prank,
thing,
yeah.
and it'll surprise. Yeah. Plus, I don't know where you've been getting your cupcakes. It sounds like you're eating shitty Walmart cupcakes or something.
I would never,
Oh.
ever do that. I'm gonna list the shit out of
It's a
it.
free
You're
country,
You're
okay?
gonna have to love it.
You can
You're
feel
gonna
how you
have
wanna
love
feel.
it. You and your cupcakes.
I guess it's hard to really refute that now, but I'm not some like cupcake crusader here. I just don't understand like why you hate something so similar to an actual cake if you like cake. All right. Well, anyway,
X-Files. We gotta get on that.
flavors.
Investigation.
What? So what did you say your favorite flavor was?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I said Boston cream pie, and then I also said chocolate, but you have to have vanilla ice cream.
Okay. So
Or
Good
you,
choice.
because like I don't like getting chocolate ice cream with vanilla. It doesn't have the same combo effect for me.
yeah,
'Cause I like the melty chocolate. You know what I mean? But I'm really into salted caramel right now. So anything with salted like caramel, I'm like I fuck with that shit.
that's not really cake flavor, but
Well, it could be.
I'm gonna make salted
cupcake.
caramel.
I mean cake. Well, the thing is, it really depends on the food you have beforehand too. So it's like, you know, do you really fuck with cakes? I feel like after you hit 20 something, you actually don't get cake.
Of course not.
It's very
No one's
rare when you
buying
get a cake, unless you're having like a girls thing where it's like, oh, we're not
I want to be like the person who makes cake for all my friends. We're all
Why
so spread
haven't
out
you?
now.
We've been waiting.
Well, I mean, you guys are. I can't ship.
You
the
didn't
cake.
send me anything? What the fuck?
Bitch,
Joel
I
sent
made
me
you a
big-
cake last
big
year. I
everything.
actually, you were a friend that I made a cake for last year.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Flavor wise, I have a little something to confess. It's kind of like been a weird thing throughout my childhood. So you guys have all seen the movie Matilda, right?
yes.
Okay, you know that scene where she makes him the kid eat just like a whole chocolate cake in front of the whole class, and he can't leave until he
Oh, yeah.
finishes it, and so this kid is literally just like shoving a cake down his mouth, and it's really gross. Like it's.
Scarring. I was.
But you know what?
scarred.
I gotta say that is the best looking cake I've ever seen. Like that cake looks so fucking good.
I agree.
Yeah. So if I had to pick a flavor, it would be that cake.
Chocolate
I
cake.
just want that cake. Chocolate icing on a chocolate cake is heavenly.
The only thing about birthdays that I like miss is like when you're dating someone, they plan your birthday, but if you're single, you have to do it all yourself. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know if anybody's ever like really planned my birthday either.
Oh, that's so sad.
I miss birthday parties as a kid because that was a time when you can like finally get all your friends together. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, it was like a bonus.
Yeah.
And it's outside of school, and then like
You know what,
you
though?
always get presents, obviously.
I remember in elementary school though, I was like, my birthday's in the summer, And I know like that's the ideal time to have your birthday because you can actually like have a party on your birthday because there's no school. But I remember always being a little butthurt during the school season when people came into class on their birthday and we got to do a little birthday celebration with the class for
Yeah.
them. And I never got that because it was summer. And so like I mean I know that's like wanting, you know, to get back to cakes, wanting your cake and eating it too, but or having your cake and eating it too. I gotta say that was traumatic for me as a child.
I didn't have that problem because my birthday was in April. I never thought about that. I never actually thought about that. That's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty sad.
That's a big L.
It's like it's kind of like
It's your childhood.
in school on Valentine's Day when like they would like not everybody would give you like a Valentine's.
No, you were required to in my school.
Anyway, it's like that. It's like it was like every year that pang. This is never gonna happen for me.
Sean,
Who cares? You're getting free cake.
That's true. I did get free cake. I don't know. They didn't serve cake every time that it was somebody's birthday though.
Did they bring cupcakes?
I think we
Rice
just got to
Krispies.
sing happy birthday. Rice Krispies. Maybe it
That are
was Rice
shaped
Krispies.
as birthday cakes.
Fondant covered Rice
I
Krispies.
hate that so much.
So finally,
Happy
for our special
birthday.
friend Lou, we're gonna sing happy birthday. Take it away, me and Joel. Happy birthday
to you. Oh, Lou.
Happy
Oh my god, my mascara.
birthday to
Happy birthday to me, motherfuckers.
Sean, this is going too slow.
All right. I know, but it's
Going
really
too
it's
slow.
really funny to do it this slow and like watch as Lou struggles to not make a noise as we do it.
Oh my god. I have a problem with not being quiet. I can't fuck with quietness. It's like it makes me cringy. I usually just talk. Or
Who's
Yeah, we
like
can
the
hear.
short person that's trying to like hang out with the tall kids.
Anyway,
ha, ha, ha,
you can see how much we love our friend Lou.
And we're happy it's his birthday because he's getting older.
Yeah, I mean, and that means we're still the younger ones.
And
Because
one
Joel's
more,
only
It's not even
21.
true.
I'm only
Joel's older than
21.
I am.
That's true.
Shut the fuck up.
what's your sign, Lou, again?
I'm an Aries rising moon sunrise kingdom.
Damn, Sean. So we know
I'm
when our birthdays are.
According to this mobile app that I downloaded,
You're Cancer.
I'm a Cancer with a hold on, tell me the stars. And I'm a rising Libra,
Ooh, damn.
but a moon Capricorn.
That's hot.
I don't know what any of that means, but if anybody wants to call into the show and tell me what that means, would love to
Call.
get free astrological services. I can't work like this. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed our show, guys. If you find yourself wondering what's worse, a fondant-covered caramel cupcake or a surprise birthday party from your friend who you don't really like that much, just remember, ask yourself, is it just me?
Woohoo! That was
Daddy,
good.
yes.
Happy birthday to
to
Lou. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so nice.
Ooh.